got helicopters, Humvees, school buses.
That sounds cool.
Shipping containers.
Then just rock up in a full race suit, the helmet, dressed as the Stig.
Well, I don't know where they dropped it or ran over it. Yeah, might have driven the plane over it or something. It was busted like you've never seen before.
Just slamming the big plane doors into it. Why won't this shut?
So you just got back from the US, Dave?
Yes, got back just over a week ago now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, had a quick trip over. It was only a short trip, this one, but it was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Just went over to shoot 2 matches. Mm-hmm. The Bagara Best of the West match at Gravestone Precision.
Where's that?
That's in Texas.
Okay.
So it's a relatively new range that Jake Graves opened up. Really, really good facility.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he built it from the ground up. I think it only opened. I actually shot the first ever rimfire match there last year in October, I think it was.
Okay.
And it was still under construction then. So yeah, he's got all the props you could want there. He's got helicopters, Humvees, school buses.
That sounds cool.
Shipping containers, all whatever you want, it's there.
Yeah, wow.
He's got rimfire at the side-in area. He's got rimfire targets from 50 out to 400, and centerfire from 100 out to 14 odd 100.
Yeah, wow.
And as many stages as you could want.
I was busting to ask you that. We probably should actually say, you're on the podcast. You're joining in. Thank you for you've just flown in from Sydney just to do this.
Yep. That's the only reason why I'm here.
I like how you rolled with that. That was great. Yeah.
All the way from Sydney, fresh off an America trip.
Yeah.
Down in humble old SA to what are you here for?
So I'm here this weekend for the Precision Rifle Series Rimfire finale.
Oh, you're here to win. Take some gold.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay,
but
good.
You just never know, do you? But I'm in decent form at the moment, so we'll see what happens at the end of the weekend.
So you just went to America basically just as a practice for this match?
Not for the
just say yes
as practice, but not for this match. Because I'm going to the World Championships in August.
Oh, excellent!
So that was the warm up for that to see where I sit compared to other really good shooters in the US. Just
for sure,
to get a gauge on where we're sitting and what we need to do.
Nice. So let's go back to that particular match. Where in Texas is that?
It's in a suburb called Lipan, which is sort of west of Dallas.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So it's quite easy to get to because you just direct flight from Sydney to Fort Worth, and
and then you're easy
an hour car ride and you're there.
Brilliant. And what was the other match you went for?
Was the Texas Punisher.
Okay.
Which is another match in Texas, north of Gravestone, about an hour and a half north.
Okay.
There in a place called Valley View, and that's it's a smaller match, but it's a really, really tricky range to shoot on.
Yeah, okay.
It's up on top of a hill and it's got some valleys around it, and you get some really tricky winds coming through there, and you've got to really be on your toes there.
And this is all rimfire that you've been shooting, is it?
Yes. Yeah. So I don't only shoot rimfire, but this year I've been doing a lot more centerfire as well. But now I've really laid off the centerfire and just concentrating on the rimfire in the run up to the World Championships.
And where are they and when are they?
It's in mid-August in the UK.
Oh, the UK.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
It was Italy last World Championships.
I hadn't heard much about it. I assumed it was going to be in the US this year.
No.
But UK, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what range they're shooting on over there?
Yeah, it's a range at the West Midlands gun range or shooting grounds or something.
Okay. Have you got any plans to try and get over there before the Worlds at all, or there's not really anything leading up to it over there?
No, there's actually quite a bit leading up to it, but I can't spare that much time.
Yep. It's a big commitment even just going over there for the Worlds.
It's 2 weeks just for that match. I need 2 weeks just to go for that one match. Yeah, so to do and there's a match, one of their PRS rimfire matches 2 weeks beforehand. So that means I'll need a month off. And then there's a couple before that, and then I need 6 weeks and
just live there.
Yeah. It's just full time.
Yeah.
precision shooting.
I would
really,
love that. I would love
yeah.
that. But unfortunately, the bank balance says no.
Yep. Bills have got to be paid, unfortunately.
That's correct. That's correct.
Fair enough, mate. And how did you get into all of this then? Because you're obviously you're serious in it now, and I know you've been around for a little while playing around, and you're towards the pointy end, but not that long.
Not that long.
Yeah.
Not that long. And I haven't been shooting all that long either.
Okay.
So I was definitely not one of those people that grew up with a gun in their hand, and
Okay.
I never lived on property. I always lived in the city, so I've never really had the opportunity to go and shoot some rifles or whatnot. So it was only sort of getting towards the end of COVID time where I guess everyone was stuck indoors and watching YouTube like it was going out of fashion. So I started watching some guy in Western Australia shooting some really long range stuff, and I thought I wouldn't mind trying to give that a go.
Yeah.
So ended up getting my license, and I thought I'd try a bit of that, but then quickly realised there's nowhere really that we can shoot long range.
Difficult one to go really long range, isn't it?
Yeah. So most of our ranges in Australia are sort of 500 metres or 700 metres or something like that. So that was pretty short-lived, that dream. So then I just it was on YouTube again. I found the NRL 22 and the PRS in the US, and I thought that looks like something I'd like to get into.
Looks like fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I like that competitive atmosphere.
Yep.
And since I started racing go-karts when I was 9 and sort of finished when I was sort of 17. And ever since then, I really hadn't had any sort of, competitive sort of outlet.
Yep.
And so I always felt like I wanted to do something, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And when I saw that, I thought, I'll definitely give this a go.
So what did you do? You'd seen it on YouTube and gone, wow, I want to get into that. What was the next steps from there?
Well, I bought a 22.
Yep.
And I used to take that to the range, and my closest range is about an hour away, and it's a 50-metre indoor range. So
St. Mary's, wouldn't it?
St. Mary's, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's definitely not ideal to even practice anything to do with PRS, but I took it there a few times, and I realised this rifle's no good, and then I went out and it was definitely no good.
Yeah.
Was it a second-hand rifle or a new one?
It was brand new.
Yeah.
But I bought a Savage.
There we go.
Yep. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah. I bought a Savage with Boyd's thumbhole stock.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It looked cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
But when I actually got out and saw what everybody else was using and what they were doing, quickly realised that this is not the right thing to be using.
This didn't quite line up the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good. And so what you bought a new gun after that? Or?
Yeah, so I did a bit more research after that. And I bought, I knew I wanted to use a Remington 700 platform.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to dump the money on a Voodoo. So I thought.
I'm smelling a Bagara here.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
So I thought, this would be a good step for me to learning curve. And then maybe I'll get rid of it and I'll get a Voodoo or something like that, because they were the bee's knees back then.
Certainly.
And I bought a chassis. I bought a barreled action.
Yep.
Bought a MDT chassis and put it in that, and then
I think Bagara did great with that move. One, they sort of came into that market with an option for guys who wanted to go into something that's modular and can change things out, but also offering it as a barreled action.
Yeah.
That they allowed people to sort of match it with whatever they want, realizing that
there were so many options out there of chassis that you could get. They couldn't offer them all, so
people were going to buy one and then just turf the stock that they had on it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a very smart move by Bagara.
Do you think that was a deliberate move, or do you think they stumbled upon that?
Oh, that's a good question.
it is.
Yeah. I think it was deliberate. With no indication at all, I think it was probably thought through, because they were probably thinking we're going to make a 22 for this type of shooting, because that's why they would have based it off that platform.
Yeah.
And everything else about the rifle lines up with this style, and they would know, surely they would know, people are going to want their own, KRGs or MDTs or something on those lines on it. We'll just offer them the part that we make the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why, do you have some insight into that? Do you know?
No, I always wondered that myself, whether they deliberately went down that route to try and target that the PRS type of market, or whether they just happened to make something and it
fall in the perfect place.
Yeah, it just happened to fall into place for them.
Yeah.
Because all their centerfire stuff is Remington 700 platform as well. So I thought, oh no, maybe they just made the rimfire that way, so I didn't have to make two stocks, or who knows?
Yeah, I'm going to go with they thought it through. But you're right, they may not have. Just to been a bit of luck.
Might have just paid out for them.
Yeah.
Dumb luck, but we'll never know.
Yeah.
Or we might.
We might find out.
We might find out one day.
One day. Yeah.
We need to get someone from Bagara on here.
It's a long way from to travel from Spain, but we could maybe when we go to shop.
All the way from Sydney. So.
Well, true. I mean, all the way from Texas, actually.
Yeah.
It's come all the way from Texas.
Just for this.
It's
just for this.
Just for this.
But while we're here, PRS rimfire shoot. So this is the finale. This is the
big show.
The big deal. And what have you had to do to qualify for that?
So the rimfire is a little bit different to the centerfire qualification.
Mm-hmm.
So we need just two qualification matches, 2 scores.
Yep.
And they take the top X amount out of everyone X amount of people out of all the people that have qualified.
Yep.
And each club holds, I think, two qualifiers or 3 qualifiers each or something like that.
Okay.
So I did one qualifying match at Hilltop.
Yep.
And then I did one down at Canberra as well.
So with your qualifying matches, can you go anywhere in Australia to do those, or do you have to do them through your club?
No, you can go to any club that's hosting them in Australia.
Yep.
That's why I wanted to go to different clubs. So I did one in Sydney and then one in Canberra as well.
Perfect. Yeah, so you can get a bit of a feel for the different ranges and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I really like going to different ranges and just turning up and not knowing what to expect and just reading what's there on the day and making the most of it.
Do you have a game plan, like arriving in your range? Do you have like a certain sort of thing you do as you sort of assess the lay of the land and the wind and that sort of gear, or do you just turn up and hope for the best?
No, I definitely don't. Well, I hope for the best, but you
do a bit more than that.
Yeah, I do have a sort of a typical routine that
Take us through
that I go through. As far as what the setup, getting the rifle ready, or just for when I get there and.
I'm going to answer yes.
Okay, a bit of everything.
Time. Take us, like if you're let's say coming down to here, have you shot Monado?
No, I've never shot here before.
Right, perfect. So you're coming to Monado. What do you hope to achieve on your practice days and sort of in the lead up to it?
So first thing I like to do is to get everything out, unpacked, then to just get my Kestrel, either update the latitude if I'm moving a fair way away, or and just compass calibrate, and then get a wind or get idea for the wind, get a measure on it, see what's happening.
Yep.
Then get a good zero, make sure I get a good zero, and then just check targets near to far, make sure elevation's good, see what the wind's doing, and then once I've got the data checked, then I usually just move to different areas of the range and not so much do positional work on props, because once you've done a bit of that, it's pretty much, same.
Yeah.
It's just more of what the wind is doing in different parts of the range.
Okay.
If you're shooting on the left side, do you have the big concrete blocks running down that side, which can create some sort of wind eddy sort of thing over the top of it, or
definitely happens in places of Monado.
Yeah.
You can see that at Little River with the concrete blocks around there.
Yeah, so Little River's like that. So because you've got that concrete blocks there for like sort of the first sort of 350, and then you've got a bit of a gap where that road is, and then you've got the hill at the backside of it.
Yeah.
So that wind can really funnel through there. So you can be a little bit protected. If you're shooting on that right side of that number 2 range there, you can be pretty protected for the first sort of 300 meters, but then you can get a real big gust through at that sort of 350, 400, and then it can die off again after that.
Because I reckon that was the last time I saw you was at Little River.
Probably.
So the the
Yeah, for
NRL
the
finale
NRL 22 finale, yeah.
that I happened to stumble across going to with I didn't even know it was on, but someone said, oh, you should drop past the range on your way home. I was driving back to Adelaide and I'm like, all right, I'll do that, see who's around.
Yeah. It was a good day to go and see it.
It was, yeah.
That was probably one of the windier matches that we've been to. That was definitely a tough match with that wind.
Yep. That was what I heard.
Do you watch much of the weather coming up to a match and seeing what winds are doing at the range or anything like that, and sort of just get a bit of an idea of what could be going on?
Yeah, I typically do. I get on the windy app and I just probably in the week leading up to it, because it always changes a little bit. But I usually take a bit of a look at it maybe a week before and get an idea of how strong the wind's going to be and the direction it's coming from.
Yep.
And like tonight when I go home, back to the house, I'll have a look at the wind again and see where the wind's going to start from and where it's going to end up during the day as well. So I know we might start shooting at 8, by 10 or 11 it's going to be right behind us, and by 2 o'clock it's going to be
Put that mental note in to remember to check the winds throughout the day.
Yeah, so it just gives me a bit of an idea to see what's going to happen. So if just for me to follow in the back of my mind, if I see shots starting to trend that way, I know potentially the wind's starting to move around. So I'll just follow it, keep an eye on it, just so make sure that I can stay on top of things.
Oh, that's good. It's definitely more prepared than I've ever been.
Do you speak to some of the local guys about the wind as well? Like obviously wind is a big factor, particularly in what you're doing with rimfire, where even at 100 metres it can be a big make or break.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you try and pinch some of that local knowledge if you can?
Always, always. If you've got someone there that can help you, take the advice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
and they're generally pretty happy to give it.
Yeah. Everyone's friendly in this game. Everyone will tell you whatever you need to know. Give you whatever you need. So
do you find that in America as well, that the people are really happy to hand over local knowledge and that sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. They're even probably friendlier than the people here.
It's because you got this weird accent.
Yeah, it's probably why. It's probably why. If I was local, maybe not. Yeah. Maybe not so much.
Yeah, but fair enough.
Yeah, local knowledge always helps. Lean on Fritzy a bit today.
Yeah. Yeah. So how did today go? Because you said it didn't go to plan today.
No, not exactly.
No?
Coming back from the States, I hadn't shot since the Texas Punisher match in the States. And the morning of that gun was just amazing. Yeah. They had some targets on the other side of the hill, tiny little targets at
still the Bagara?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that Bagara that I bought, I just modified it over the years and still run it now, and that thing absolutely hammers.
We'll have to ask some more questions about what you're running on that in a minute. But
it shoots that good that the Rimex never leaves the safe.
Yeah, right. So you got a Rimex as well, but haven't quite got around to doing that. Your Rimex never leaves the safe.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Different reasons.
Different reasons, yeah. Just sits in there. It's nice to have.
Looking pretty.
Thought about selling it, but it's too nice.
Yeah. My impact sits in the safe looking pretty. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what didn't go to plan today, Monado, then?
I think it's a temperature thing. I think with this ammunition, I think it's a temperature thing. I think it's not very temp stable. When it's hot, like it was in the States, it was the first match was over 40 degrees. And and the second match, the Punisher match, was probably in the late 20s or early 30s.
Okay.
And it just absolutely hammers when it's like that. And I think I think the ammunition probably is not the greatest, but it's a pretty quick ammo. It sort of borderlines that supersonic sort of speed, and it gets a bit of Mac trimming when it gets really hot. So it just really tightens up the groups. But when it's cold and it falls below that, the group it tends to open up a bit. Plus, it was really windy today, so I couldn't really get a good zero. Yeah. And I had to reset all my Kestrel and my binos and everything was in yards. And I forgot, so I had to go through and change all that back and mess around with all that stuff. So there was a bit of extra things I had to do this morning. But I just struggled, and the wind was blowing real quickly. It would gust up and then it would drop off, and we'd be losing. That's like 150 meters. We'd be losing sort of in a couple of seconds. You'd lose like 0.5, 0.6 of a mil in shot to shot. So when the targets are only, 0.5 or, whatever, you're on and off the target really, really quickly. Okay. So it was
tricky.
It was a bit tricky.
What's the wind looking like for tomorrow?
Well,
about the same.
Well, today was the best day out of the whole weekend.
That fills you with confidence, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's typical Monado.
So it's going to be one of those sort of matches where,
wind's going to play a big factor.
Wind's going to, unfortunately, I would have liked to have a really good straight shootout with the best guys in Australia, but I think, unfortunately, the wind is going to play a bit more of a part than what I'd hoped.
It might take them out and leave you a champion.
And that's it. When it's like that, it nearly does come down to a bit of luck of when it's your turn to shoot. Unfortunately,
definitely.
Yeah. That will do it. And who are you? Obviously you're towards the pointy end these days. Yes. Where do you reckon you're going to finish? You're going to take it out?
I think I have as much or more of a chance than anybody else.
Okay. I like the confidence. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. It's good to go into a match sort of ready and unlike our last match, Maxwell, which we were far from ready.
Yep.
But it was really good. And so you shot a bit of centerfire as well, a number of the centerfire matches.
Yes.
And you sort of stepped back from that a little bit maybe this year, but did you compete a fair bit last year on the PRS circuit?
No, last year in the PRS circuit, I think I did 2 matches.
Okay.
But I had a bit of a problem at the start of last year where I built a new gun and all the components I bought just happened to be duds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I bought all brand new stuff, but we've got a dud barrel and a chassis that was bent. Like when you put the action in the chassis, the barrel would be touching the chassis at the muzzle end. And
that must have been painful to diagnose.
It was with so many. I had a bad barrel, I had an action with a machining problem, and I had a bad chassis as well. So with those three things,
that's a rough go.
It was really, and I was so disappointed because I put this whole brand new gun together. I thought this thing is going to hammer.
Yeah,
I took it to the range and I couldn't shoot under like a minute and a half.
Wow!
And I thought, what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
What's wrong? Did you find all the problems at once, or just will find one thing and be like, okay, cool, I've nailed it. This is what's wrong. I'll fix that, and then you go back out and it's still no good.
Well, it was kind of a bit of both. I was like, I think it might be this. But it was hard to. When you've got problems like that, it's hard to diagnose it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you've got a barrel that's not the best.
Yeah, everything. You could spin that barrel off, put another one on, and check everything else out and be like, okay, all right, everything's working except when I change this barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that is painful when you're stacking problems on problems. How did you go about working that out?
Just lots of time at the range.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of
changing parts out. And Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Eventually, you just had a whole new rifle, and that rifle shot.
Pretty much just replaced
everything. That was the problem. It was the whole rifle.
I mean, they're almost those things. If like everything's got a problem, you probably end up shooting really well. Like it could have gone the other way, where it all just cancels each other out. Yeah. It's the best rifle we've ever had. Although individually, it's the worst.
The chassis was actually trying to help the barrel.
Yeah.
Just give me a little bit of shooting here.
Yeah. I really got to that point where I was like, you know what, I'm just going to sell this thing.
Yeah.
But I ended up persevering with it, and I think I shot 2 matches, but both of them I did terrible in, and my group size was bigger than the smallest targets at the match.
Yeah.
So
makes it very difficult.
Makes it very, very difficult. So we finally got those problems sorted, got a new barrel, bettered the chassis, got a new action, and now that thing hammers. And I shot the first 4 four matches of this year's season.
How have you been tracking this season then?
Pretty decent this season.
Yep.
So I finished the first one at Violet Town with I was pretty sick that match actually, but I finished top marksman there.
Okay.
Dropped down a little bit. I think I was 15th at the end of that match. But then second match I finished, I think that was at Canberra. I think I finished third of that match and top semi-pro.
Yep.
Lucas bumped me up to semi-pro mid-season.
How rude.
I know. I said,
you still won it.
You ruined my goals. I said, my goals was top marksman this year.
Yeah. So I set some new ones.
Yeah, that's basically, he's like, if I bumped you, you've already achieved your goal, so just deal with it. So I was like, oh, okay.
Tick that box. Yeah.
So you're a pro now?
Well, he threatened. But it hasn't happened yet. So maybe next season.
Yeah.
Then I finished second at Hilltop.
Yep.
And top semi-pro there.
Yeah, right.
And then
look at that local knowledge shining through. Some of that. Yeah, okay.
And then I finished sixth up at Queensland at the Jandowie and top semi-pro up there as well.
And are you shooting any more matches this year on that circuit?
I will shoot. I can't shoot. I missed Little River. Because I only just got back from Texas.
Yeah.
I will miss.
Okay.
No, I'll miss. I want to try and go to Nyoka match, but I'll miss the Monado.
Yep.
I'll miss the Monado being in the UK for the World Championships.
Gotcha.
And I'll try and do the last Canberra match as well.
Yeah. Okay. So you still do a reasonable amount of the season.
Yeah. Well, I was pretty happy with the way I'd been going through the season so far. So I thought, if I'm going half okay, I may as well make the extra effort.
Do you think the shooting so much rimfire sort of helps with your centerfire as well?
I think...
Or you find vice versa, the centerfire is helping your rimfire shooting?
I think it's a very different game between rimfire and centerfire.
Yep.
But I think certain parts of each discipline helps the other one.
Yep.
But I think if you concentrate too much on one, it's going to hurt you in the other.
Definitely.
Because rimfire's got no recoil management, where that's something I had to work really hard on, was because... You don't need it in rimfire, but centerfire you really do need it.
What's your cartridge of choice in the centerfire?
I run a 22 dasher.
Yep.
So I'll try and get something that's low
recoiling. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, to help out a bit with that.
I thought you were going to ask what's your cartridge of choice in the rimfire. But yeah, I guess you got
17 HMR. It's an obvious answer.
17 Mark II. 17 HMR would probably be over the speed limit.
Oh, it could be too. Oh, easier to win.
Easier to win, yeah. Very good. Now, something I want to draw you back to, Dave. You said you go-karted for like 9 years or 8 years or something.
Yes.
How did you get into that? And more importantly, can you still go-kart all right? Like if you hit the track now, are you taking names?
I reckon I could. Yeah. I reckon I could.
He's confident.
I'm confident.
Okay, all right. I like this.
I was always really quick.
Yeah,
always really quick. So I think... Speed-wise, I reckon I could get up to speed reasonably quick.
Pretty quickly.
Probably the reflexes and whatnot have dulled off a little bit over the years, but I think the racecraft is something that takes a long time to build up and something you lose pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, okay.
So you get the speed back, but lose
same as shooting. You don't shoot for very long and suddenly you go out and shoot terribly.
Yeah, no, I've got experience with that. Yeah, for sure. I know that one. Thanks for rubbing it in, Max.
That's right, mate. Anytime.
Yeah, okay. And do you go out occasionally socially on the go-karts? No.
No, I don't.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right.
Ever since I stopped racing, I don't think I've done it since.
You haven't done it since.
The local karts wouldn't have the thrill of a racing kart.
That's the main reason. That's the main reason, because it's just so different.
Yeah.
No power, no grip. So you really want to
totally different game from actual racing karts.
Yeah, you can have a bit of fun and muck around, but it's not really the same.
Okay.
You need the speed, you need the grip, and
it's not competitive enough.
No, and that's the thing. You need to be racing someone. You need to be pushing yourself all the time.
Yeah,
that's what I love.
Okay. There's a few boys in the PRS world who think they're pretty good at the go-karts.
Who's that?
Plushy, Andy, Josh. Yeah, all those boys think they're pretty good in the go-karts, and I think someone needs to
in what in the hire kart realm, or are we talking the
hire car?
No, in the rental cart. Sorry, in the hire car, in the rental car. I thought you meant in the higher quality. No. So I think the next time you get the opportunity, you need to show those boys who's boss. All right.
I think we should organise a day where we take everyone out. And
you don't need to be there for the entire match tomorrow, do you?
There's carts only just up the road.
Yeah.
I'm going to book another flight. I'll change my flight home to Monday. I think
get these boys out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Because Fritzy, who's been on the show before, because he was like state director or something of go-karting.
Yeah,
for a long time. Actually, when through the years that Oscar Piastri and Jack Doohan were going through go-karts. Apparently.
Okay,
so
it must have been just after I sort of finished up.
Yeah. You see them coming through and be like, I'm out.
Well, when I was the guys that were sort of a tiny bit older than me, who were around when I was racing were James Courtney.
Oh yeah,
Ryan Briscoe.
Yeah.
And those sort of guys, and they went on to Courtney test drove F1, and Briscoe went over and did IndyCar for a while and all that sort of stuff.
They've done all right.
Yeah. So they've done well, but they were always a little bit older, so they're always like just when I got into their class, they were always like just leaving,
just moving on to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, quite a few guys that I raced with, raced in V8s and supercars and that for quite a while. So.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was cool growing up with those people and watching them continue on.
We're gonna have to ban the other boys from listening to this episode so that they don't know.
Yeah,
and
they can't hear the challenge
one day.
I reckon Plushy would be the most competitive.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He's
actually, Josh is up there.
Yeah, I was going to say Josh is up there. He gets pretty into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. I'm sure you can bring these boys back down to earth.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I love it.
I won't mention it to Plushy though. We'll try and organise a day.
Just next time you're at a match with them, just I've seen a hire kart place. We should all just go go-karting for a bit of fun.
I haven't been go-karting for years. Give that a crack.
Then just rock up in a full race suit, the helmet, dressed as the Stig.
That would be good fun. Yeah. Okay.
How do you go in a go-kart?
Not great.
Not great.
I love it.
Better than behind the rifle? Or?
Oh, no, she could be about 50-50. Yeah.
About the same.
Where did you come on your birthday when we went karting? I can't remember. The timesheets are around somewhere.
Not great.
Not great.
Yeah, it would have been.
I reckon you beat me.
Was it last, second last, third last, something like that. It's all right.
That was good fun.
But the cart to weight ratio is a factor, right? So I play that card. Yeah. No, we have got a racing sim out the back. We have to give it a go on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. I'll give it a crack.
It's good.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a go-kart mode though, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And so, has hunting ever been a thing for you?
No.
No. It's the competition shooting sort of where you came into, and that's been the real passion.
Obviously, growing up in the city with no possibility of hunting unless we, drive quite a few hours. So it's something that I just didn't really get into, and it's probably not that I haven't wanted to get into it.
Just the opportunity hasn't been there.
Yeah, and
it's a lot of effort as well when you're already so focused on one part of shooting.
Yeah, and I don't have any hunting rifles, so I'd have to go out and buy a new rifle. Which is probably not a...
I was going to say, the worst thing ever.
Another rifle. How horrible.
Yeah, probably not the worst thing, but it's just time as well.
Yeah.
So between shooting rimfire and centerfire,
you got
majority of my weekends are away at a range somewhere around Australia or international.
That's a good thing to do, right?
Not a waste of time, that's for sure.
No, I'm used to going away because racing, obviously, it's always racing somewhere, either in New South Wales or out of state or whatnot. So always used to travelling away for matches or races or whatnot. So
got very familiar with that side of things. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
You said you had a couple of rimfire rifles set up. Are they identical? Are they twins or are they different setups?
No, they're identical.
Identical?
Yeah. Just different brand actions, but everything else is
Interesting.
identical.
What chassis are you running? I'm curious.
I run the MDT ACC Elites.
Yep.
I run that on both the rimfires and the centerfires.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. I've got an ACC Premier from back in the day.
Yeah.
Still run it on my Centerfire.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, they're a decent chassis.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Give us the list. What else is on the beast? Both Centerfire, rimfire. So
I always run 1.25 straight barrels.
Mm-hmm.
The rimfire I brought down here is a Bagara Action Krieger barrel, 1.25 straight.
Yep.
24-inch long. The ACC lead chassis, full weight kit throughout, nice and heavy. I run tuners on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like tuners. I run tuners on everything. And I run the Apex Rival X scope.
Yep. How do you find that?
I find that great.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. I switched over from a Nightfalls and switched over to the Apex, and I think it's great.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the reticle in the Apex, that CLR reticle, it's a lot cleaner, a lot more simple than the Nightforce that in the Mill XT I was running before.
Mm-hmm.
Has a lot more open space where you're not so busy in the reticle.
Okay.
Yeah. Spot those tiny little 22 projectiles hitting a tiny bit of dirt or something.
Yeah. You need. Nice. That's the aim of the game. Yeah, you got to see everything. So unless you can see something, you can't hit it. If you can't see your miss or you can't see your hit, then you can't correct, and you're not going to hit something.
Absolutely. And is that sort of true across the centerfires as well? You're running similar setups?
Yeah.
On centerfires? So
centerfire, I'm running a Lone Peak Action now.
Yep.
Not the Bagara, but still 1.25 straight.
Mm-hmm.
I run a Chad muzzle brake.
Yep.
Same Apex Rival X scope and same ACC chassis.
Keep them the same all the way through.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
You're not sort of going from an ACC to an MDT and being like, oh, this one's a bit different and shoots a bit different. Keep it all the same. And
ACCs are MDTs, Maxwell.
Oh,
I didn't want to break his heart.
I'm happy to break his heart.
What's the one I've got?
KRG? Is that what we're talking about? MPA.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Okay. Similar. They've both got M in them.
Yeah, they've got M's, yeah. That's where I got confused.
So you've travelled a bit internationally with your guns. Any stories to tell of things that, haven't quite gone right or gone well?
Couple.
Yeah.
Couple.
Anything you're allowed to talk about?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah. Because travel stories with guns are always fun.
There's always. The very first time I flew international with a rifle was flying from Sydney to Rome for the World Championships.
Yep.
And I made the decision to take my range bag as my carry-on bag.
I've heard this story before, but not from you. But I've heard it multiple times.
Yep.
It might be a standard story. I'm not sure.
Yep.
But I did the old dump everything out of the bag.
In theory, yes.
In theory, take out everything I don't need. Only keep the bare essentials in there to keep the weight down, and took that as my carry-on. So,
how many 22s were lodged somewhere?
2.
And the important question to ask is, did they get found as you were going through out of the country? Did you find them of your own accord, or did they get found coming into a country?
Well, they got found as I was leaving, or as I was trying to leave Australia.
Okay.
So I did all the passport. There was a bit of a drama actually checking in, but after I got past that drama, when I went through security, I put the bag on the X-ray, went through, and then the guy said, just wait here for a sec. And I said, okay, all right. No
That's always promising.
And it's pretty standard though. I must just have one of those spaces, because every time I go through those security points, I'm either checked for, explosives or whatnot. Anyway, this guy said, just wait over here for a sec. I just want to get my manager. I said, okay, all right, no problem. And then I was waiting there, and I noticed everybody else was sort of filtering through, and I'm still standing there. Then I noticed a roller door go down in front of me, then a roller door on this side go down. And I was like, everyone else is gone now. I turned around and I'm like, oh, there's an AFP officer there and so a security guy over there. And I was like, oh, I think I might be in some trouble here. And it took a fair while, and then an AFP officer comes up and he's holding this bag. And he's like, what are you doing trying to get on the plane with carrying ammunition? And I was like, I didn't even know they were in there. But it just happened to be caught in the bottom of the bag somewhere, and he was not impressed with me. No, he was not impressed at all. He didn't see the funny side in it.
I don't think they often do.
There was a female officer with him, and when he went away, she said, "Look, just don't worry about it." She said it happens all the time. So so she said, "Look, just I had to sign a bit of paper saying they can take it and they can destroy them, and then good to go." Right. That took so long to get done though that I literally had to run from the gate or from the check-in all the way to the gate. Just made it in time.
Oh, that's lucky. We've heard stories of people not making their flights before and having to book new flights the following day.
Yeah.
Heard that story.
Yep.
One of the times I went to the US, it wasn't me, fortunately enough, but someone I was traveling with, exactly the same thing. Range bag ended up being their carry-on. Now, we weren't going over to shoot. We were just going over. And got through security, digging through the bag to find something, pulled out a 22 round in the terminal, went, oh crap, better get rid of that.
What do you do with it? Well, you're not going to say.
Just got rid of it. Got rid of it and then carried on with the trip. But yeah, no, it did not get picked up by scanners or anything. On the way in. Yeah, exactly the same thing. It's just got caught somewhere.
In some pop plant in an airport somewhere, there's just a rusted 22 case.
Could be. Could be the story, Maxwell. Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
It's quite easily done, though. There's small rounds and big bags. And
they lodge themselves in some interesting places.
Yeah. Yeah, no, certainly after seeing that, I've been very, very diligent in I usually don't take that bag traveling. I usually pack something else, but yes, it happens, and I've certainly heard many, many times it happening. It's good, fun stories. Yeah.
So that, and then they managed to actually break my rifle case on the way over to the US.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they managed to. I don't know what they did with it. Whether they
is this like a proper solid big case?
Like a Pelican. I've never seen a Pelican bust open.
They broke a Pelican.
Yeah, I've never seen a rifle case destroyed like they did to my case on the way over to the US.
Yeah, right. Dropped it proper?
Well, I don't know whether they dropped it or ran over it. Yeah, might have driven the plane over it or something. It was busted like you've never seen before.
Just slamming the big plane doors into it. Why won't this shut?
Yeah, wow.
It was, I don't know.
Wasn't quite enough room in the base. They just tied it on the outside and it dropped off as it landed.
Yeah, bird strike.
It was crazy.
Wow.
But they told me before I left, like I was on the plane, I was sitting down, and everyone was like, the plane was full, doors were shut, and everyone was getting ready to go. And I see this lady, a flight attendant, walking down the aisle. She had this bit of paper, and she's sort of looking at the paper, checking the seat numbers.
Yeah.
And I thought, I bet you 100% she's going to come up to me for something to do with the gun.
Yeah, something's gone wrong.
Not another 22.
Yeah, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said, excuse me, Mr. Foster, I just seen that you're carrying the rifle. And I said, yes. And she said, there's been a little bit of an accident. The case has got a little bit of a break in it. And I said, okay, what do you want me to do? She's like, do you want to get off the plane and you can go get a new case and come back on tomorrow, or do you want to just stay? I said, no, I'm going for a competition. I need it there, and I have to go now.
Yeah, right.
So she said, okay, we'll just tape it up. It's just a little bit open. We'll just tape it up and it should be okay. And I said, okay. So I got to the other end, and they must have used about 3 whole rolls of tape to put this thing back together.
Wow.
Full nappy all on one end of one end of the case. I had to get a knife from the security on the other end to actually cut it open to check it out, to check serial numbers when I landed. It was completely busted open. You couldn't physically close the case anymore. It was just destroyed.
And they just expected you to go buy a new one too.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I'll just get one from the convenience store, shall I?
Yeah, just pop down the road to the 7-Eleven and get another one.
Unbelievable.
But still sorting out who's paying for what.
Yeah, wow.
For the repair on all.
Was there any damage to the rifle?
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
It took a massive hit. I think what actually what it looks like broke through the case was the end of the barrel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it looks like it got dropped nose first down a long way, and the barrel punched through the end of the case and just split it all in half.
I'm shocked. Like, I've heard of stuff getting damaged, but that's next level.
Yeah. So it bent up all the bipod and scratched all the side of the chassis, and it was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, right. Did it shoot?
Well, I never took it to the range
as it was.
Okay. When I got there, I stripped everything apart.
Yeah.
Then Apex actually sent me over a new scope, but that was waiting for me in Texas.
Okay. Yeah.
So I stripped everything apart, put a new scope on it, put it all back together, and took it to the range the next day, and it just shot amazing.
Yeah.
That's lucky.
Yeah.
It's a long way to travel with a broken rifle.
That's what I was worried about. I was like, if this thing is broken or bent, or whatever, what do I do now?
A lot of money to get there. I'm sure someone would have lent you something, but was it centerfire or rimfire?
Oh, that was rimfire.
That was rimfire, yeah.
But being left-handed as well, not many people have spare stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you brought that upon yourself then.
Shoot support side the whole match.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it was rough.
It's rough.
But,
okay.
Made it, and it worked.
Did all right?
Yeah.
Did you have to buy a new case for the travel home, or you just 3 rolls of duct tape?
4 on the way home.
I lost pieces of it, while I was over there, so it just went in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is actually not an easy thing to get rid of.
No, I can imagine.
It's a bit bigger than the average size garbage bin, so
definitely
it's a bit hard to get rid of it when you don't want it anymore.
Just leave it in the hotel room.
Yeah, well, when I was checking out, there was a dumpster on the side of the hotel.
Perfect.
So excellent. I just hooked it in there.
Like it. Yeah, okay. Nice. Did you shoot it right though, that match?
In that match?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did actually.
Worth all the pain?
Yeah, because my goal there was to go there and win, obviously, but the main thing I wanted to do besides that was to see where I sat against the best guys, and they probably had maybe.
Was this on the trip just gone? Or
on the trip I just.
This was just trip going on. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, we didn't ask how you'd gone. Yeah. Okay. So what was the verdict?
They had probably maybe nearly half the US team that were going to the World Championships.
Okay.
Well, maybe not quite half, but decent amount of them, and some good shooters, like some really, really good shooters there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only a 12 stage match.
Yep.
In the first 7 stages, I dropped 3 points. So
nice.
Did it right.
I was myself and the guy who ended up winning the match. We were sort of tied on first place at that stage.
There was 7 stages in.
That was 7 stages.
What happened on stage 8? Because you've obviously drawn a line in the sand after 7.
Yeah. We finished up one end of the range.
Yeah.
Went all the way back down the other end of the range.
Did your case break on the way back down again?
The case was already that was gone. The case is finished.
Yeah.
Went to a different section of the range, and it was just that part of the range is pretty much like a square range, just a clearing in some trees. And the wind was absolutely just howling down through there.
Yeah, right.
And everyone else had some nice consistent wind when they were shooting that stage. And then as soon as I get up, the wind just picked up even more, and it was just switching between 1 and 11, just bang, bang, just switching. And the RO, I step up to the stage, and the RO's like, "Oh, shoot, are you ready?" And I was like, "Oh, no." I was like, I did the old, can we just run through that course of fire one more time? Try and burn.
It's like, we've done this 16 times. You need to shoot now.
I'm from Australia. Can we stand upside down and do it? It's, we're not here yet.
I was trying to waste a bit of time like that, and it wasn't getting any better. So I thought, I'm just going to have to get on with this thing.
Mm.
And it was a stage where it was like a near, a far, and then left and right from 3 different positions. And I was just chasing that wind, just left and right. I was watching it go left, and I would move right. Then watching it go off the right side of the plate, and then move left, and watching it go off the left side of the plate. So I ended up dropping 10 points in 2 stages.
Yeah, ouch.
That's rough.
And then I end up 9 points away from the winner in the end.
Okay.
So,
I mean, you're still up there, right? Like,
yeah,
you're still sniffing.
Where'd that land you position-wise at the end?
That landed me equal 10th with Morgan King, but he killed the
So
PRS.
it was a pretty close match then, like 9 points between the top 10.
Yeah, it was real close.
Yeah,
You can't afford, with those guys in the US, with the quality of their shooters, you just can't afford to drop any points.
Unreal.
Like if I had hit 2 more targets, I would have been in 5th, I think, or 6th or something like that. So
Crazy, isn't it?
yeah, it's super tight,
That's
super competitive.
still a bloody good effort though to head all the way over there and get a 10th place.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it because the result probably didn't show how I was shooting, like to the level I was shooting, but I was still pleased with the result, and I took away from it what I really wanted, which was I know I can keep up with those guys, if not beat them.
Yep. Yeah, so that must be encouraging as well to sort of come from here and shoot against quality shooters that we have here, which certainly stepped up in the last number of years, and go over there and be mixing it with the guys who are, I guess, started that style of shooting.
Some of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's there are a really high percentage that someone from that match will win the world championships.
Yep.
Which is why
You? Is it you?
well,
He's one of the percent.
He's one of the percentage, yeah. I
if I
agree.
can keep up with them at that match, there's no reason why I can't keep up with them at the world championships.
Love to see it. Yeah, okay.
Hope the win goes in your favour.
Yeah.
Hope your case stays together to start with.
Hope the rifle makes it over there in one piece.
Do that first and then check your bag before you go.
Buying a new bag for the next trip.
Don't carry the range bag for a carry-on.
Yep. No, learn all the lessons. It's very
the
good.
hard way.
The hard way.
Always the hard way.
There's only one way to learn things.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hot tip. Don't carry plushies ammo for him. That's how
Oh, really?
I learned. Yep, I learned that one the hard way.
It sounds like you got a story there to tell.
Yeah, I think I've told it on this show.
I'm not sure if you have, so you might as well tell it again.
We were flying to Tassie. There was about 10 shooters. We actually all got there the night before to get on the plane, and they cancelled the flight. So like 11 grumpy shooters all went home, and then came back the next morning on like a 6 a.m. flight or something, and one by one all go through, process it. Now I wasn't actually shooting, but I had capacity to take ammo, so I took, someone asked me to take ammo, so I did. And I checked it all in. I was the last one to check in. And then we're in this line, and this was a horrendous line at Adelaide Airport. So for those who perhaps know Adelaide Airport, you're going through all the turnstile things, not turnstiles, but where they like section it all off, back and forth, and then all the way down one end, and then all the way back to the other end, and then back to the middle, and then in a circle. It was a long line. So we got in the line. Josh and I are in the line. We got about halfway through the line, and I got a phone call. It's from Jetstar. I think it was Jetstar. And they're like, oh, yeah, of course, cancel flight, Jetstar. And they're like, oh, you need to come to the service desk. I'm like, is there any way we can do this something else? Because I'm like hours invested into this line. They're like, no, you need to come here. AFP want to speak to you. I'm like, I guess I better go. To that one. So I said, Josh, you stay here. You carry on in the line. I'll go off and chat to them. So I went up to them and said, what do we need to do? And they said, oh, you need to come with us. All right, no sweat. So I wandered through. They just hightailed it straight through security, got to the thing, got scanned and went through. I'm like, oh, that was a quick way through the line. All right, might do that again.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.
And then went into this room, and they brought the bag out. And AFP lady met me. She's like, look, you've got ammunition in your bag. I'm like, yes, I do. Yeah, that's right. That's why I have all my paperwork, and I declared it, and I told them the thing and gave them all the information. It's all locked up, and we weighed it. She's like, what? I'm like, I did all the things. Like, here's my license, here's my paperwork. She's like, oh, so you know this. I said, I can tell you exactly what I need to do to travel with ammunition. Not my first time. She's like, okay, all right. So anyway, we waited for this bag to come out and this bag handler come out. And I'm like, look, do you want me to show you where it is? Do you want to go into the bag yourself and find it? She's like, oh no, go for it. So I took the lock off the bag and went open and went into the little case and unlocked the case and said, there you go. There's a couple of boxes there of ammunition. She's like, yeah, that all looks exactly how you meant to do this. Started looking at the Jetstar people, eyeing them off.
Giving them a stink eye.
She's like, so you told them? I said, there was 11 of us and we all went back to back with this same person for Jetstar, and she booked everything in and did everything, and I was the last one. Maybe she forgot to hit enter on the last one. So they tried calling her. She was on a break, of course.
Typical.
And then anyway, so the AFP lady's just like, you've got all your paperwork, you know exactly what you're meant to be doing. You got everything. Yeah, just we're sorry for the inconvenience. I'm like, that's right. And then the baggage handler made a noise, and she's like, what's up? And he's like, oh, he's showing a thermal image of my bag and pointing at something. I was like, what is this? What is this? We don't know what this is. I'm like, looking at it, I'm trying to work this out. And, this is the Tassie match. I was involved in running it. And so we'd take various things, spotting scopes and timers and all this sort of gear to the PRS match down there. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to work out what he's pointing at. I'm like, oh. I looked at her. I'm like, you okay if I grab that out? She's like, yeah. By this time, she was over it. She's like, yeah, just grab whatever you need. So I reached in. I grabbed it out. It was a long-arm stapler that we would use to staple the matchbooks. I pointed at him. I'm like, is this what you're worried about? And he's like, and at this point, she is like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm so sorry. Pack your bag up. We're good. I'm going to take you straight to the plane. So I'm like, oh, man, like I probably missed this flight. Same feeling you probably had of like, oh, this is taking forever. Because it felt like it took forever. Packed everything up, like she's sort of taking me through the terminal. We got to the plane, walked on. I'm like, well, Josh isn't here. So I've messaged Josh. He's like, I'm just about to get to the security line, still in the line.
So you're not beating everyone to the
beating onto the plane.
So wait, is the story not to take Plushy's ammo or to take Plushy's ammo?
I'm not sure actually. And so I'm sitting there and we're in the front row somehow, and I'm sitting there and Josh comes up to sit down. I'm like, oh, you're back there, mate. So he wanders off. He wasn't. He was next to me. Just wandered off. He's gone back. He's like gone. I think I told him the seat he was in. He's walked up there and that was Plushy's seat. Sitting there. He's like, perfect. Not sitting here, mate. So anyway, it was my encounter with AFP. Yeah, and it ended up being no problems at all, but it's a bit of fun.
One of the benefits of traveling with a firearm internationally, you got to go to the AFP first and show them the paperwork, check serial numbers.
Yep.
Then they escort you up to the check-in counter.
Yeah, right.
But you don't wait in line like everybody else does.
Not
you go
straight
to the front, and then they take your gun straight to the oversize and you go straight through.
Do you take guns on holidays now? Just to
skip the queue?
Just to go straight through?
I'm going to tell Caitlin that. Maybe I can take a gun on my honeymoon.
Yeah, hunting moon. Yeah, as it's going to be.
That's a good excuse to pack one.
Where are you heading off to?
New Zealand.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yeah,
yeah, there's PRS matches over there. I shot one over there.
Oh,
did you?
There's big deer over there too.
Yeah, where we shot the PRS match over there were deer, like big bucks, just laying down.
Sending me photos.
Was that earlier this year?
No, I shot that match that Plushie and that shot this year, but I shot it the year before.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it looks amazing over there. I'm excited to get over there and hopefully make some contacts and meet some people so I can go back again when I'm not on my honeymoon and allowed to hunt.
When you're allowed to go and do whatever you want to do over there.
That's it.
Yeah, the guys over there are really cool.
Yeah.
They look after you and it's a really good match over there. If you want to go shoot that match, it's a good match, and they do hunting on that property as well.
Yeah, right.
So they've got lots of deer.
Double that up.
Yeah, you may as well.
Very good, mate. Well, thanks for dropping in. Good luck with the match this weekend.
No, appreciate
it goes well. I'd like you to put a few of the local boys in their place, both at the shooting and the go-karts, but we'll see how we go. Yeah.
I want to say congratulations on 10 years in business.
Thank you.
And also like to thank you for your involvement in the PRS. From you were one of the forefathers of PRS in Australia.
I'm just old, that's all. Thanks, man. I love hearing the stories of like yourself who have got into it and really enjoyed and found a passion for it, and it's fantastic to see. And it just keeps going from strength to strength. Credit to the guys who picked it up and run with it. Yeah, it's great.
Appreciate all your help too. And we've got some really, really good shooters at the moment and coming through. And the Australian PRS scene is quite good. And
I just want to see them start beating the Yanks. That's the key.
That's going to be happening very soon.
I'm looking forward to it.
Coley's over there, even though he's not Australian. He's over there giving them a hard time.
And we'll claim him.
Yeah.
He's like Russell
We won't claim him when he comes here and wins, but if he wins over there, we'll claim him.
Yeah. That's it. He's close enough anyway.
Yeah, Crowded House, Russell Crowe. There's a few of them. Yeah, we'll claim the New Zealanders who adopt Australia to get there.
Yeah,
it's good.
But we'll be up there giving them a hard time in the next short while.
That's good to hear.
Love to hear it. Yeah. Good stuff, mate. Yeah. Thanks for dropping in.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
These drinks up and carry on. Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much.